Hi guys, we're back in the art studio. Nah. So basically what we want to do is show you how our Rebel glitters, new ones, look in ArtResin.
Yeah, so we've mixed up some ArtResin and added some of our new gold quartz Rebel glitter. So I'm just going to mix that up for you now, just to see what it looks like, so you get a better idea when it's actually been mixed into the resin. So that's the new.
That's amazing.
Gold quartz Rebel glitter. Quite a nice lighter shade of gold, but it's got lots and lots of holographic in it.
Looks amazing, yeah.
So that's gold quartz.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, next is our Azure Turquoise, one of our other Rebel glitters. And this is the 50-gram bag quantity, but we do this in the 10-gram bag as well. But it's so difficult with this particular shade to show you the sparkle in it just on a photograph. So with this video, again, just showing what it's like when it's actually put into the resin. Just mix that up, then I'll give you a closer look. So it's a really nice light blue shade, but if you can see now, it's got really nice lighter green sparkles and all kinds of colours. So it's a gorgeous blue shade with lots of, it's so difficult to capture, especially on a photo.
Yeah, it's my favourite, this one though.
Gorgeous, yeah, it's gorgeous blue.
Yeah.
Black opal, again the 50-gram bag, and with this one, it's obviously your black shade, gorgeous for like, it looks like a galaxy. It's actually gorgeous galaxy art. So it's got black, and if you can just capture that, it's really super holographic. It's got every single colour you can think of running through it.
Wow,
so
I love our new Rebel.
Yeah, it's a deep, nice black shade with lots of black sparkle. This is rose quartz. Oh, can't see it! Rose quartz.
You're like me now.
Rose quartz Rebel glitter. And there's a gorgeous pink shade. I think this one's lovely as an addition to the baby pink pigment. If you're looking for the baby pink pigment using that and you want a bit of sparkle to go with it, it's a gorgeous colour with that. So that's our rose quartz, which is a lovely, lovely pink shade.
Yeah, baby pink.
Yeah, nice baby pink. So this is a deeper pink shade than the rose quartz. This is our pink sapphire. So it's a deeper pink colour, and obviously this one's holographic. So similar to the black opal, it's got every colour you can think of, holographic colours going through there in a slightly deeper pink shade to the rose quartz, so that's pink sapphire. So we just thought we'd try a little experiment just to see if we put some chameleon lilac blue green into this Azure Turquoise, just to see what happens, because obviously they should complement each other really, because they've both got that green tone to them. So that's the chameleon lilac green, just to see what happens really.
It's like the Zante sea.
Yeah, I always think that it looks like the sea. Yeah, it's like got that gorgeous blue
sea you get,
turquoise sea. Just adding a little bit into that just to see what happens.
That looks well nice. Oh my god, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully it's catching on the camera, but you can just see all the deep, like the.
Oh yeah, it's changing. Yeah, tip the thing back and two. That's it. Go back. Oh, look at that.
You've just added that slight chameleon effect to it. So you can experiment with also adding chameleon pigments into these, and obviously you'll get that colour change effect as well. It's already got the holographic sparkle in it, but that just adds a bit more of a colour shift.
And don't forget as well, you can put our chameleons in normal pigments.
Yeah, so you can achieve the same effect, just in the normal pigments as well. So we might have a little play around and see what it looks like poured in a coaster.
We could literally play all day basically.
We're going to bore you senseless with it. Have a little go at pouring all the colours we've just mixed. There's absolutely no technique whatsoever to it. Just going to try and do a little bit of a striped effect. So we just want to see what it looks like when they've also dried and they've cured. So it's the black opal going in first. So let's do a nice little line of that. You can just see what they look like. Again, pouring. Then we'll do gold, the gold quartz. Put that next to there. Might not even ever know.
Doesn't matter, it's just to show, isn't it?
Just to give you an idea. It's so difficult to show our glitters just on photographs, so it's the only way you can really give the full effect is on a video. Watching them being poured. Let's go for
That's been the good thing about having the ArtResin, hasn't it?
So that's the
rose quartz.
Rose quartz, thank you. I get these two pinks mixed up, I can't remember the names. And then we'll go for this one again that we've got, the Azure Turquoise, but this has been mixed with the lilac blue-green pigment now as well.
Chameleon,
yeah. Chameleon pigment, yeah. So that's that one, just to see what pour. And then the last one is our pink sapphire.
Push it up a bit, it's gone out the camera, that's it. Very particular about my film.
Got a nice little multicoloured stripe.
I'm quite impressed.
We've got
the pride.
It looks like, yeah,
Rainbow
and it looks
pride.
like a unicorn as well. My unicorn coaster.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done enough because it's not got right to the top, but just to give you an idea. So that's just an idea of what they look like. Paul's obviously we can show you what it's like when it comes out of the mould.
Move it about a little bit, the thing. Lift it up and move it about. God, I'm so bossy. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh yeah.
So that's what they look like actually in the mould.
And also the other thing is we're desperately trying to get some kind of set sorted for you. You know, like a starter kit. And we were thinking the coaster moulds would be the best way to go. So you get the 4 coaster moulds, wouldn't you? The resin, glitters, pigments, but we just want to know what colours because there's no point having
what we thought was
we're
going to put together something and then if we come back on and do another bit of a video and if we can get your feedback, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks,
to
guys.
show you as well that I know the ignition dust are great actually mixed into the resin. A little bit goes a really long way, but really nice as well if you just sprinkled. It looks really nice if you just wanted to put, I know this is the bottom of the coaster now, but I just wanted to show you. So it's just really nice if it literally is wherever you want it, just used as a finish, is sprinkled. It can be mixed into the resin and used as a top coat or wherever you want it. You only need a slight bit of it, but that's a silver ignition dust, but it is great either mixed in the resin or just literally sprinkled. So that was a silver. Now I've got silver all over my fingers. This is the white. So just give you an idea of the effect it can have if it is just literally used as a sprinkle. Possibly even too much, but so mixed in resin, sprinkled, and you're getting a 25 gram pot, so it does go a long way that. And obviously if you mixing it in then with your heat gun, whatever.